afternoon and welcome to the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health's graduation ceremony. I'm Robin Glover, Associate Dean for Student Services and your host for today's graduation ceremony. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the class of 2020 and their incredible achievements. Our ceremony live stream will begin with welcome remarks from Dean Michelle Williams, followed by student speaker Nadhira Afifa, our distinguished commencement speaker Muhammad Ali Pate, and Alumni Association President Carmon Davis. Dean Jane Kim will then announce our faculty, student, and staff awards. After these brief remarks, we will then present the graduates from the class of 2020. But first, please join me in welcoming Michelle Williams, Dean of the Faculty, Angelopoulos Professor in Public Health and International Development at Harvard Chan and the Harvard Kennedy School, and a proud alumni of our school.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You've officially made it. Even though we aren't physically together, it's wonderful to be here with you, your proud professors, and your family and friends who've logged on from all over the world. When you first stepped on campus, maybe you imagined what your graduation day would feel like. Perhaps you envisioned sitting outside on a lovely spring day, listening to your commencement speaker. Maybe you even pictured holding and huddling within 6 feet of your classmates for photos, being handed your diploma without having to have hand sanitizer available. And perhaps you imagined hugging endlessly your family and friends after the ceremony. You probably didn't foresee what has come to pass for your graduation or for the world you've graduated into. Our community has long feared a global pandemic like COVID-19, but few predicted that today the world would be engulfed in the worst public health crisis in a century, that a novel virus would infect more than 2 million people around the globe and claim the lives of more than 150,000, that our way of life would be completely upended and in some inevitable ways altered forever. But you have risen to this unprecedented occasion in ways that have humbled us as teachers and as administrators. I don't just mean the way you've adapted to the new normal, abruptly moving off campus, finishing your degrees in isolation, defending your dissertations via Zoom. More than that, you've gone from pupils to practitioners literally overnight. By now, most of you have heard me say that public health is everywhere and nowhere. What I mean is that the work we do is critical and yet so often invisible outside of our own field. We all take the cleanliness of our water for granted until there's a contamination crisis. We don't give food supply chains much thought until the grocery store shelves are empty. We commute on the T without thinking about what pathogens might be traveling along for the ride. Well, no longer. Today, public health is everywhere. It's on the top of mind for nearly every person in nearly every country around the globe. The issues and topics you've studied, virology, epidemiology, environmental justice, immunology, food security, and social determinants of health, have come into glaring focus for all to see. Luckily, your expertise puts you in a unique position to help the world respond. And so many of you have jumped into that response already. Alongside professors, researchers, and alumni, Harvard Chan School students are mining data to develop strategies for continuing to flatten the curve. You're researching new ways to fight the many ripple effects of this crisis. You've started groups like Students Against COVID-19 to share guidance with the public and to squash misinformation. Hundreds of you have joined a volunteer task force to support the Massachusetts Department of Health. And countless more of you are part of our frontline healthcare workforce, putting yourselves into harm's way to save the lives of others. Everything you've studied during your time here has made you capable public health leaders. But it's the way you stepped up in the face of this crisis that will make you an exceptional class. And because of it, your class will be remembered for generations to come. You'll be the public health graduates who've lived through the worst public health crisis for the past 100 years. And you will be recognized as the class who used that experience to innovate and to develop solutions to the most pressing challenges we face. Challenges ranging from combating infectious disease, to addressing climate change, to improving the lives of billions across the globe. It has been my honor to serve as your dean and to do so alongside each and every one of you. One day, when this crisis is in the rearview mirror, we will all come back together in person. And when we do, it will be for a celebration for the ages. Until then, I am rooting for each and every one of you. And I am so proud of all of you for all that you have and will do to make the world a healthier and more just place. To you, I congratulate you, the class of 2020. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. It is now my great honor to introduce this year's student speaker, Nadhira Afifa. Each year, a graduating student is selected by a panel of students, staff, and faculty to represent the graduating class. Nadhira is receiving a Master of Public Health degree from the Department of Global Health and Population with a concentration in nutrition. Earlier this year, she traveled to Tanzania to work on malnutrition issues among in-school adolescents. Right after graduation, she will be joining the global fight against COVID-19, working with the government in Jakarta, Indonesia, to address some of the country's most pressing health issues, the coronavirus pandemic included. Please join me in welcoming Nadhira Afifa.
Good afternoon, everyone. Greetings to Dean Williams, faculty, staff, and alumni, and to the class of 2020. Congratulations! Congratulations to our parents, friends, and loved ones without whom today would not be as special, as it is a day we have all earned and should cherish together. Let me ask you a question. How many of you, when you were little and you were asked what you wanted to do, said public health professional? Me neither. Yet we end up here. I would never forget the first day of orientation at this school. I ate my lunch in the bathroom stall with my feet on the toilet seat so no one would know that I was there. Back then, I was so afraid of everything. Above all, the coffee breaks. I was so nervous about having to do the small talk. I didn't know what to say. I was afraid of saying something wrong. I was afraid of being seen different. Even by just wearing a hijab, I already made my identity clear without even need to tell anyone what I believe in. I had seen a lot of news around Islamophobia and it concerned me. However, it was just my second week at school when my perception began to change. I found a praying room downstairs. Surprisingly, Harvard provides us with a very convenient praying room equipped with all things we need for praying. What made it even more special? It was my Jewish friend who showed me the room because he saw me praying under the emergency stairs. Equality inclusivity, unity. I cannot think of any better place I could learn it all but here. Little by little, Harvard Chan and all people inside has become my new home, 10,000 miles away from my original one. Albeit slowly, I came back to be a confident person my mom has raised me to be. Mama has always been the one who inspires me. She's the youngest of 11 siblings, born and raised by farmers in a rural Sumatran island in Indonesia. Farmers' kids didn't go to school those days. Her sisters and brothers worked very hard to get Mama to college, and she didn't take it for granted. When I was a kid, Mama taught me an important lesson in life. Dream high, because our only limits is our minds. That is what keeps her going through the tough times. Despite being underprivileged, Mama has raised 3 children who all completed master's degrees. The value that Mama taught me keeps echoing all my life. She has raised me from a student in a small town in Indonesia to a graduate from the best public health school in the world. However, I will not stop here. Today is only the beginning of our bigger journey, and I encourage you all to promise that we will not stop ourselves to live higher, contribute more, and make an impact to the world through public health. Public health provides us with the privilege to save the lives of millions and improve the health and longevity of generations and generations to come. It is only through public health that we can see now the entire countries have been forgetting their differences and pooling their resources. Beneath the gloomy, dramatic coronavirus headlines, there are countless tales of collaborations and dedications. At this time of crisis, we realize that no matter how privileged we are, or no matter where we come from, we are exposed to the same risk that only through helping each other we will survive. For a moment, people are united through public health efforts despite the difference in ethnicity, nationality, or spirituality. My sisters and brothers, you have chosen to be here today because you are called to serve, to dignify the lives of people you've never even met or you may never ever meet. So, let me change the question. How many of you, now that you finished Harvard, will proudly say, I'm glad to be a public health professional? Class of 2020, welcome to the often exciting, sometimes exhausting, rarely appreciated, but always important world of public health. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadhira. It now gives me great pleasure to next introduce this year's commencement speaker, Muhammad Ali Pate. Muhammad is the Global Director of the Health, Nutrition, and Population World Bank Group and the Director of Global Financing Facility for Women, Children, and Adolescents based in Washington, D.C. He is also the Julio Frank Professor of the Practice of Public Health and Leadership in the Department of Global Health and Population here at the Harvard Chan School. A U.S. and Nigeria national, he was until recently the Chief Executive Officer of Big Win Philanthropy, based in the UK, and formerly served as Minister of State for Health in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He has dedicated his career to strengthening public health systems and building innovative partnerships to combat preventable causes of mortality, and we are delighted that he has joined us here today to share his insights with our graduates and our larger school community. Please join me in welcoming Muhammad Ali Pate.
It is a great honor to join you on this day, which you have worked so long and so hard to reach. I imagine it looks a bit different than what you expected. Whatever you pictured, it surely didn't involve staring at me on a computer screen. These are unusual times, to say the least. But part of being alive is about how you navigate twists and turns. and that means preparing yourself for the unexpected. Growing up in Nigeria, I suddenly never expected to be delivering commencement remarks at Harvard, via video conference or otherwise. I come from what might seem like an unusual background, and from an extended family of herdsmen, not exactly a conventional path, but it turns out that those who tend to livestock have a lot to teach us about public health. Herdsmen and women do more than look after the basic physical needs of their flock. They must understand the broader terrain within which they walk, our relatives' place in the food chain, the effects of the sun and the water and the land, and how the health of each individual animal depends on an ecosystem. Even during the best of times, they are forced to do a lot with very few resources, to make sacrifices for the greater good, and every day make what could amount to life and death decisions. And they know that the choices they make will have consequences for their immediate survival and for generations to come. That's why one of the herdsman's most important tasks is to earn the trust of their flock and their community. With that trust, they must corral everyone in one direction and move them towards a shared goal. The herdsman is constantly moving around the herd, knowing when to be in front or when to stay behind, knowing the importance of including everyone, boys, girls, women, men, cattle, sheep, dogs, and their community in order to survive the oftentimes harsh realities of nature. The herdsman is also forced to learn what is dangerous and what may be safe by looking both behind and ahead, and even sideways, left and right. Is any of this starting to sound familiar to you? These are some of the fundamentals of public health leadership. And that leadership, you're exercising that leadership, has never been more critical. To be sure, these are difficult times to do the work that you have trained for. The COVID-19 pandemic is exacting enormous tolls on the health of populations, on economies, and on society all over the world. Perhaps more than any event in recent memory, it has the potential to shift our thinking, not just in one country, but in how all of us see and experience the world. The magnitude of this pandemic speaks to something that herdsmen have understood for millennia. That simple but powerful notion that we are all interconnected, humans, animals, pathogens, and our global environment. That is as true today as it is ever. This interdependence means that what happens in your country very much affects what happens in mine. That reality comes amid the background of many other challenges in our world, from widening inequality, both within and across countries, to an unfolding climate crisis, and the rise of nationalism at a time that desperately calls for unity of nations in the world. So the world that you are graduating into is more complex and in many ways more daunting than the one I graduated into years ago. But you also have some advantages on your side. The unprecedented development in biotechnology, amazing leaps in digital technology, an extraordinary Harvard education, a fresh and global perspective, great classmates who will now become your colleagues, and yes, you will one day meet in person again. Yet, there is a lot of uncertainty as you prepare to embark or continue your careers. There is fear of the unknown that lies ahead. But one thing is clear, as the prospective leaders of this field, you have the potential to help the world find our way out of this pandemic. You will help us chart a path towards a healthier, more prosperous and equitable world. Throughout history, in the face of crisis, it has been great leaders who paved the path for humanity to triumph. Leaders who acted within, and yes, outside their purview, to do what is right, often at great risk to themselves. They are the ones who helped humanity find its way forward. That's what we need more of today. We need leaders who are true to themselves, leaders of integrity, who have the courage of their convictions and who can earn the trust of others. Leaders with courage to confront fears and uncertainties, not to deny their existence. Leaders who will act selflessly in the interest of society and who can empathize with everybody, no matter their creed, culture, race, or circumstances. Leaders who can be relied upon to do the right thing by virtue of their commitment to the science of public health and strength of their character. Leaders who will inspire and empower others while building consensus and multi-stakeholder coalitions, such as is required to solve the tough challenges ahead. But above all, what we need from our leaders is accountability, a willingness to put themselves on the line to get things done, and to demand that of each other. The work of public health leader is in many ways the work of the herdsman at scale, with keen observation, using scientific tools, galvanizing people from a range of backgrounds and perspectives towards a common goal, to not just overcome a crisis, but to make progress towards preventing the next one. That is exactly what the Harvard Chan School has prepared you to do. And that is how you will shepherd us towards a safer, healthier world. Because now, more than ever, the world is counting on scientists. It's looking up to public health practitioners to lead the charge towards a safe harbor for mankind. I'm confident that with leaders like you at the helm, the world will emerge from this crisis stronger and more resilient by learning from our past, by seeking new answers with humility, by listening with empathy and grace, and by working together on behalf of our common humanity. Now is a time for hope. And the reason for our hope is not wishful optimism, but rather because you are better prepared for this than any other cohort of future public health leaders. And that makes your graduation even more worthy of celebration as the world battles the current pandemic. So congratulations and Godspeed to the class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed. We now invite Carmon Davis, the new president of the Harvard Chan School's Alumni Association, to bring official greetings and to welcome you into the school's alumni community. Carmon graduated from the school with a Master of Public Health in 1994. She is an assistant professor of pediatrics at Harvard Medical School and serves as a faculty facilitator in the Harvard Macy program for educators in the health profession. And she currently serves on the local front lines in the coronavirus pandemic as a board-certified general pediatrician at Boston Children's Hospital. Please join me in welcoming Carmon Davis.
To the graduates of the class of 2020, proud families and friends, eminent guests, valued faculty and staff, the Honorable Dean Williams, and our distinguished commencement speaker, Dr. Pate, it is a privilege as the president of the Alumni Association to formally welcome the 2020 graduates of the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health as new members of the Alumni Association. I congratulate you on your remarkable achievements. Several years ago, I needed sudden, unexpected, life-changing surgery. When I was discharged from the hospital, the surgeon outlined the new restrictions on my activities. "This is your new normal," he said. For example, no more downhill skiing. I was a novice skier. I fell down the ski slope more often than I skied down the slope. No more downhill skiing. That will be easy. There were other restrictions that forced me to change my daily activities that were not so easy. There were exercise classes and sports I had to stop forever. However, I made the necessary changes and have made a full recovery. Our world changed dramatically months ago due to the coronavirus disease 2019 pandemic. We all had to face a new normal. What you have done these past months is amazing. We admire your adaptability as you quickly mobilized and finished your education virtually. You remained flexible, creative, and used your talents in the global efforts during this pandemic. You demonstrated the knowledge and skills that will serve you well in the evolving field of public health. Throughout all of this, you remained compassionate and showed kindness to many, to people you knew and people you did not know. For this, we are proud of you as you embody the spirit of the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. Public health is at the forefront of many vital activities now. Our world needs you. It is an honor to formally welcome you to our Alumni Association. You join a global network of over 14,000 distinguished scientists, practitioners, and leaders in public health. You will find mentors, colleagues, and peers. I invite you to join our Alumni Association activities, to volunteer for the committees and the council, and help us meet these global public health challenges. The world is looking to you for the solutions as we all face the new normal together. Congratulations.
Thank you, Carmen. I am now pleased to introduce Jane Kim, Dean for Academic Affairs, who will announce this year's Faculty, Staff, and Student Awards.
Thank you. I now have the distinct pleasure to announce this year's Faculty, Staff, and Student Award winners. I'm pleased to first announce the following Faculty and Staff Awards. The Roger L. Nichols Excellence in Teaching Award goes to Sue Goldie, Roger Irving Lee Professor of Public Health in the Department of Health Policy and Management. Teaching citations go to Jessica Cohen, Bruce A. Beal, Robert L. Beal, and Alexander S. Beal, Associate Professor of Global Health in the Department of Global Health and Population. Kimberly Gavreau, Associate Professor in the Department of Biostatistics. Elizabeth Mostofsky, Instructor in the Department of Epidemiology. And John McDonough, Professor of the Practice of Public Health in the Department of Health Policy and Management. This year, we are pleased to give 3 mentoring awards to Monique Jimenez, Assistant Professor in the Department of Epidemiology, Nick Menzies, Assistant Professor of Global Health in the Department of Global Health and Population, and Maggie McConnell, Associate Professor of Global Health Economics in the Department of Global Health and Population. And the Executive and Continuing Professional Education Excellence in Teaching Award goes to Lou DeBardinas, Instructor in Industrial Hygiene. The Sarah K. Wood Award for Outstanding Staff Performance was established by friends and admirers of Sarah K. Wood in tribute to her many years of exceptional service to Harvard University. This year, the award goes to Copilia Liebenthal, Executive Assistant and Senior Communications Coordinator in the Department of Epidemiology. The Staff Recognition Award was created by the Harvard Chan Student Association to recognize and acknowledge the importance of non-classroom and extracurricular activities on the lives of students. This year, we recognize Amy De La Cerda, Program Coordinator in the Office for Student Affairs, Stacy King, Director of Practice in the Office of Education, and June O'Neill, Research Data Analyst in the Nutrition Department. The Harvard Chan Student Awards honor outstanding students generally through a selective nomination and committee deliberation process. This year, we recognize the following students. The Albert Schweitzer Award goes to Maggie Sullivan, Doctor of Public Health. The Dr. Fang Ching Sun Memorial Award goes to Sharzad Jaharifard, Master of Public Health. The Edgar Haber Award in Biological Sciences goes to Nathan Hicks, Doctor of Philosophy, Biological Sciences and Public Health, and Christine Werling, Doctor of Philosophy, Biological Sciences and Public Health. The Gareth M. Green Award for Excellence in Public Health goes to Keiko Kunitoki, Master of Public Health, and Takahiro Kinoshita, Master of Public Health. The James H. Ware Award for Achievement in the Practice of Public Health goes to Nathan Hodson, Master of Public Health. The Robert B. Reed Prize for Excellence in Biostatistical Science goes to Shuting Shen, candidate for Doctor of Philosophy, Biostatistics. The Student Recognition Award goes to Toke Odamayomi, Master of Public Health. The Teaching Assistant Awards go to Ayush Khadka, Doctor of Philosophy, Population Health Sciences, Nazleen Khan, Doctor of Philosophy, Population Health Sciences, Jonathan Larson, Doctor of Philosophy, Biostatistics, Michelle Zempleni, Doctor of Philosophy, Biostatistics, and Circe Gray Lecomte, Doctor of Science in Social and Behavioral Sciences. Please join me in congratulating all of our award winners.
Thank you, Jane. It now gives me the great honor to read the names of the graduating class of 2020. Doctor of Philosophy, Biological Sciences and Public Health, Sergine Brutus, Vanessa Biles, Nathan Hicks, Christine Whirling, Doctor of Philosophy, Biostatistics, Caitlin Cook, Zoe Guan, Margot Yuhul, Lee Kennedy Schaefer, Alex Ocampo, Emma Thomas, Michelle Ziplany, Doctor of Philosophy, Health Policy, Jamie Cohen, Doctor of Philosophy, Population Health Sciences, Jacob Beckerman Sue, Isabel Feldhaus, Jacqueline Yan, Susanna Mitro, Kristen Nashimi, Simone Passarelli, Gabriel Schwartz, Kuichiru Shiba, Zaina Siam, Jenny Sun, Tianshen Ye, Jay Yin, Anna Young, Inan Zen, Doctor of Philosophy, Population Health Sciences, and Master of Arts Biostatistics, Yu Wu, Qian Yu Yuan, Doctor of Science Environmental Health, Annalise Bloomberg, Erica Eitland, Augusta Aubrey Williams, Doctor of Science Epidemiology, Chi Gao, Doctor of Science Global Health and Population, Alexander Chentu, AJ Oschilek, Allison Portnoy, Doctor of Science Nutrition, Isabel Mazureira, Aviva Mosiskas, Marta Thomas, Doctor of Science, Social and Behavioral Sciences, Circe J. Gray Lecomte, Yanni So, Doctor of Public Health, Adil Naeem Bahalim, Amy Bantham, Brian Buckley, Jillian Christie, Jasmine Garcia Delgadillo, Raymond Lorenzo Luis Rosa Gento, Jenny Hyajan C., Jessica Huhan, Alan Chiayan Ling, Tariana Little, Kojo Chum Nimarco, Erica Reeves, Wen C., Margaret McConnell Sullivan, Master in Healthcare Management, Raul Ayala, Mary Frances Barthel, Jennifer Elaine Brockman, Samuel Bonacor, John Bussell, Dan Carey, Eric Arensing, Jeff Gaines, Aaron Gottlieb, John Heitner, Ty Hoover, Sohail Khan, Umesh Koth, Timothy Lyons, Ben Ma, David Margolin, Helena Maluz Meñe, Rebecca Pardugo Ramirez, Virgil Sanchez, Brian Sanders, Shlomit Shaw, Benjamin Schwartz, Jesse Selber, David Stein, Janelle White, Master of Science Biostatistics, One Young Chung, Tutor Krista Platon, Patrick Gravel, Yu Chan Wu, Selena Hong, Olivia Hughes, Ni Kang, Angela Ko, Hong Yen Lee, Brooke Smith, Pooja Tayaji, Yu Jae Woo, Yu Hong Woo, Jiangshan Tang, Jiaxian Zhao, Master of Science, Computational Biology and Quantitative Genetics, Anna Buhlman, Zhenji Chen, Shi Yu Ding, Lauren Su, Aonia Traxler, Ular Wadaki, Ching Zhang, Siji Zhao, Hao Hao Zheng, Xin Chu Zhao, Master of Science, Environmental Health, Haley Baravecchia, Shu Wan Chen, Marina D. Chen, Rachel Croy, Shu Xin Dong, Sha Hong, Callan Kravanko, Ha Yang Kiyoung, Yu Ye Li, Chia Liang Liu, Li He Pan, Marlena Roman, Emily Silva, Anthony Sun, Yashel Sun, Veronica Wang, Yinan Shu, Sarah Zalaski, Master of Science, Epidemiology, Jordan Arvayo, Lilia Bouzit, Len Farah Ezadine, Camille Faridi, Alexander Grunfeld, Artenyi Ishimwe, D. Maria Jiang, Dan Yao Jen, Joey Kathari, Annika Law, Alexandria Lee, Jessica Lee, Sun Lee, Nancy Lee, Senyi Lee, Sangwon Lim, Anna Lynn Polveski, Crystal Senyu Ma, Chashan Ma, Emma McGee, Tigas Minkor, Katarina Platz Becker, Rebecca Reese, Colleen Reynolds, Eva Rumpler, Christy Sheng, Yufei Song, Ali Sozinski, Christopher Stephen, Kathleen Tang, Neil Thivolapil, Nicole Thomas, Yupu Wu, Yi Yang Yu, Master of Science, Global Health and Population, Eric Andrews, Izes Bedengar, Sarah Balant Gate, Leanna Cates, Zhengyi Chen, Flora Cheng, Anika Hassan, Elizabeth Henschel, Julie Kim, Iyuning Liu, Michelle Olaginkol, Simi Kahizer, Alejandro Rania Castodillo, Samantha Zapata, Master of Science, Health Data Science, Dong Xingjiang An, Rofan Bai, Maya Garbolinska, Lucy Gillet, Wei Hung Shu, Jing Yi Hong, Sakari Jakarainen, Erica Ann Moreira, Jacob Rosenthal, Matthew Samuel, Kangli Wu, Yufan Wu, Master of Science, Health Policy and Management, Haitham Showman, Master of Science, Social and Behavioral Sciences, Ryosuke Fukuda, Master of Public Health, Richard Abitra, Liza Abraham, Patrick Acuna, Nadhira Afifa, Akambanji Afalabi, Zain Ahmed, Alu Washe Fami Akarja, Harriet Safia Akanor, Pamela Alebna, Yusuf Alaganim, Manal Alamari, Samin Unsari, Ajua Anyani Yaboa, Famiko Ioki, Rachel Winbish Applewhite, Joaquim Ignacio Armadano, Brittany Arnold, Amanda Arbel, David Avila, Valentina Baccolini, Sabrina Badlow, Victor Paul Bagwell, Selena Bakshi, Murphy Barney, Nicole Bajani, Matthew Benesh, David Berg, Sydney Birnbaum, Stephen Bish, Sophia Blackman Baich, Sapan Boatin, Christopher Brancato, Katie Breen, Amanda Brito, Fernando Perea Bruno, Mustafa Galay Bobo, Gabrielle Cahill, Jane Carpenter, David Carr, Irene Casey, Natalie Serda, Linnea Champ, Shamar Charles, Po Yu Chen, Glenn Ching, Wainu Madhav Chinupati, Christopher Chiang, Richa Chibar, Shirley Chow, Mabel Chung, Zoe Coleman, Caroline Kania, Levi Craighead, Claire Cravero, Nick Canillo, Mushumi Das, Guinevere Davies, Shanika Davis, Yuki Davis, Elena Deanda Duran, Sophia Diaragan Naga, Olivia Dickey, Adam Dimitri, Anna Doe, Mady El Bukhari, Bashir El Sol, Whitney Ng, Sina Famanini, Kerr Fang, Vicky Fang, Naomi Finner, Sarah Ferguson, Katarine Fernandez, Adam Fields, Shannon Fitzgerald, Lisa Force, Mike Fort, Katie Foster, Jason Frerick, Lauren Friedman, Taylor Laura Foose, Amber Gotham, Gabrielle Gaviola, Timothy Genovese, Naomi George, Maitland Gilman, Liz Gibson, Barrett Glasser, Maya Gokhale, Mista Gostamir, Pratyushar Govindaraju, Jeffrey Graham, Tamron Gray, Cheryl Guan, Amanda Michelle Gutierrez, Nancy Half, Gobina Hagan, Ali Haig, Marzia Hador, Rudzi Hamza, Madia Haq, Omar Haq, Blake Harden, Natalie Hernandez, Gabriela Herrera, Olivia Ho, John Hoang, Nathan Hodson, Gia Ape Hong, Jackie Shea, Men Jia Shea, Matthew Husum, Duan Pei Hung, Adam Hunter, Gwen Highland, Shilpa Iyer, Sherzad Johari Fard, Sarah Johns, Leonard Jakubaitis, Peter Zhu, Jean Zhang, Amanda Jerzak, Morgan Cagle, Monica Kong, Tina Kartika, Benjamin Neeson Kasdan, Stephen Dunfer Casteller, Habran Kalicha, Taha Fatima Khan, Boonsong Kiang Kitawan, Kasley Killam, Dong Wook Kim, Hei Yen Kim, Jason Kim, Jun Ho Kim, Men Hyung Kim, Takahiro Kinoshita, Heather Kitt, Deja Knight, Robert Korzinski, Aria Drake, Kenshuk Kumar, Keiko Kunatoki, Tanya Cooper, Yu Tung Lan, Jennifer Lashinsky, Xiao Wern Leong, Joseph Leong, Amy Lee, Ruth Liao, Rachel Lean, Sam Lin, Marlena Lira, Pamela Liu, Christina Hare Lyons, Yan Ma, Myra McLennan, Joy Matadubu Anwu, Kateru Mahara, Satara Maitani, Jesse Mai, Dean Maringi, Nicholas Martston, Christopher Mahorter, Larissa McDonough Wong, Claire McClave, Kathleen McKee, Adam Meyer, Amir Mayeri, Elaine Michaud, Katie Miller, William Mitchell, Tuli Mitra Majumdar, Matthew Mall, Brianna Moeller, Giacomo Motagna, Felicia Munsami, Filiberto Morales, Edward Moran, Anthony Allen Morgan, Miriam Mustafa, Shwetha Motiwala, Daniel Mata Calderon, Danny Mo, Frank Mu, Dennis Munoz Vergara, Shay Nagel, Kiyang Hoon Nam, Nomajwe Nube, Sarah Neal, Pueshi Ing, David Dan Nguyen, Monica Nirmala, Toke Odimayomi, Takahisa Agawa, Kalechi Okerike, Kolyan Sala Oye Yenka, Vikram Pagariya, Matthew Palakamanil, Edwin Palmer, Zing Zing Pan, Nikhil Panda, Urvashi Pandya, Anush Parikh, Archana Patel, Carolyn Payne, Daniel Pradrini, Shakil Piramal Ahmed, Kristen Pepin, Jake Perlson, Violet Payrot, Benjamin Evans Peterson, Jacob Petrini, Thomas Pullman, Emma Polak, Zach Pope, Sparrow Pateris, Alexandra Pushwine Schwepke, Alexandra Quimby, Ahad Qureshi, Humar Q. Rana, Rashmi Rati, Partha Ray, Cassie Reagan, Soham Rege, Juan Reynoso, Jane Rowe, Latanya Riddle Jones, Lauren Rydell, Esma Ramawi, Claire Rue, Sophia Ryan, Jordan Scott Sack, Hajira Saeed, Hussein Segair, Nivadita Saxena, Nirmurtha Sandhu, Christina Scaduto, Mary Schlossler, Dan Schnorr, Ankor Sharma, Kendall Jerrylyn Sharp, Lily Shea, Elizabeth Sherman, David Schonberg, Sevgi Sapahi, Shamuga Preya Saviraja, Emily Skabinski, Baba Shala Shodipa, Olivia Sonderman, DJ Song, Christian Spalding, Christopher Strader, Eric Sun, Nancy Tang, Dora Tao, Sherwin Tavakal, Catherine Appleby Tinney, Taylor Thomas, Benjamin Todd, Marlene Torres, Elise Chazol Tremblay, Aaron Troy, Paul Truchet, Chai Zong Xian, Masanobu Tsumi, Sina Turkadonan, Ching Feng Tiffany Zhang, Saya Uchiyama, Aisha Primadarshini Venkateswaran, Jessica Wallace, Ling Yang Wan, David Wang, Rachel Weitzman, Molly Whittle, Lucas Whitman, Christina Wu, Mayo Yanagisawa, Christine Yang, Jesse Yang, Hao Yao, Rebecca Yao, Stacy Yi, Gia N, Angeline Young, Phoebe Kuo Yu, Veronica Yu, Yaron Ray Yu, Carlos Zagara Zamaloa, Deanne Zing, Tina Zhang, Pei Jun Zhao, Gerald Zhao, Tawanda Zinyandu. This concludes the reading of the names of the graduates. I now introduce Dean Michelle Williams to give closing remarks.
I want to thank you all for joining us today. Thank you especially to our commencement speaker, Dr. Muhammad Ali Pate. And thank you to our student speaker, Nadhira Afifa, and our Alumni Association President, Carmon Davis, for sharing their inspirational and uplifting words. And thank you to all of the faculty and staff who have made today's online ceremony possible. These may be extraordinary times, but nothing can take away from this extraordinary moment. This moment which marks your entry into the company of learned women and men, and the beginning of your life as a graduate of the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. May your professional paths forward be filled with exploration, joy, and satisfaction as you use your intellectual talents to improve lives and make the world a healthier, more sustainable, and more just place. Congratulations again to all of you, and my best wishes for you on your journeys ahead. Thank you.